So I had this extremely vivid dream. I didn't know I was dreaming. I thought it was really happening. I thought I was gonna die. I could feel everything. I could feel my heart rate increasing. I could feel every step I was taking. I could feel the extreme panic. I could feel the base of all the noise in my chest. It was so real that I couldn't tell the difference until I woke up. And it was horrifying. I'll just I'll explain to you what I saw. Um, I was at some sort of a wedding or something. Uh, there was no bride or groom or anything like that. I don't really know, but the place looked very well kept and expensive. There's flowers everywhere. There's nice cars parked outside and everything. And there's a very big white house. It wasn't a church, but it was like a house. Um, and there was an outside gazebo that was pretty large. Maybe the roof was probably 30 feet high and made of glass. You could see through it. And um, I I awoke into this dream. Like, I opened my eyes after falling asleep, and it was immediate chaos. Um, there was a loud bang behind me, like a rumble, like a right, like really long, and I knew it was like an explosion. And I looked up through the glass of this gazebo, and there was three looked like F-16 fighter jets that flew overhead and created more loud carnage, right? Like the sonic booms. I could hear them and feel them. And following them were two very large black stealth bombers. Uh, Larger than what I know them to be in real life. And then there was more explosions, and people started running and screaming, and I didn't know what to do. I looked for my girlfriend, and she wasn't near me, and I immediately thought she must be in the house. So uh, I started running, and then I heard a voice in my head, and it said, "Get as low as possible now." And I did. I fell on my face, and I hugged the ground, right? And I was next to like a flower bed, and a white Audi hit uh, a cement bench that was on the other side of the flower bed, and it flew right over me. And it was so real that I started crying. I thought I was gonna die immediately. I just escaped death, but death was around the corner in the explosions. And I get up and I start running towards the house, and then I heard another sound like a trumpet, and I look up in the sky, and there's thousands of angels. Like, I'm gonna try my best to describe it. They are human looking, but probably around 20 feet tall, and they had white wings, very big wings, and they all had golden armor and golden crowns, and they all had golden spears, and they looked like they were in formation. They were about 10 feet away from each other in all directions, filling up the entirety of the sky. Like, as far up and around as I could see, the number of them were in the millions. And there was like a sparkling, like gold dust around them as they started appearing. Right, they're just appearing everywhere. And I was in awe. I couldn't move, and people were getting hit by cars, running away. And I make my way to the door of the house, and and I see one of them descend and pick up a person off the ground. And I don't know if the person was dead or not, but he picked him up, and he was like twice the size of the human, and he launched up into the air extremely fast. And there was smaller angels too there, and the one came down beside me on my left side, and it started walking around on all fours like an animal. And it wasn't a human looking angel. This one was, it had the body of a cat and the face of a dog, but it also had wings and a crown. And I touched it because I was in disbelief of what I was seeing, and I felt it. It was a physical being, and it had hair. And I freaked out, and I bust through the door running backwards, and the explosions are still happening everywhere. And I get inside, my girlfriend's there, and she's crying, sitting on the couch. And my children's uncle is there, and his wife. And there are no children anywhere. I don't know what the setting was or anything. I didn't really even think of my children at the time. So I don't know if this is like a future event, or if I wasn't even really me, and these people just look like people I know because of my own personal memory, right? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if this is happening right now or not. And they're watching the TV. There's a big screen TV in this room, and there's nuclear explosions on the television screen, like mushroom clouds, big, really big, bigger than you can believe. And I immediately thought, oh my God, this is Satan too. This is the 12 nuclear warhead delivery system. And now that was it. I woke up, and I was sweating, and I realized I was dreaming. And I've never experienced a dream like that. Okay, like one time when I was a teenager, I had a dream where I was like a cheetah, and I was running down a dark road on all fours, and I had complete control in that dream. Other than that, I've never had a dream where I couldn't tell the difference. Not like this. And I felt like I needed to share this. I didn't know where I was going. When I looked up and saw these angels, they looked like they were looking at me. And I couldn't tell what side they were on, or what side I was on, or if they were there to take me somewhere, and if so, where is my final destination? And that scared me the most.